Hello friends, I'm Kim Passable, and you're in for a special treat for my first ever Will It Run? A real one this time, not a washing machine. The story I was given was this fine car that I'll show you in just a moment had a dead battery and needed a fuel pump. 2008 Nissan Versa. She'd got some miles, but she looks okay. Deceptively nice she looks. Good tires on this girl. Got my roommate to drive me out 40 miles to put a new fuel pump in this little thing. It didn't even need a fuel pump. And that's where our story begins. So let me rewind to our very first start of this car. Let's see if she cranks. Now, if you have the specially tuned ear of a mechanic, I will say that that was a really nice rap. Perhaps even a knock from the bottom end of that motor. There was no fuel pump issue, and the dead battery was just a distraction. The engine of this car doesn't sound good, and it would be over right there. It would be, but I'm 40 miles from home. I figured I would, I'd try and make an adventure about it. I'm in the parking lot of a Burger King just a few blocks from where I bought the car. And once it was running and wrapping, I said, well, let's take it for a little test drive and see. And I got it up the block and I said, no. I did not have enough horses to really get out of my own way, and it's mostly highway home, so there was just no way during rush hour that I was going to make that trek. So I took the battery home and put a charge on it because the hood didn't really close with the other battery. So we have our new EconoCraft battery running and ready to start the car as we need, which is good. You want to be able to start your car once it's been running for about 3 minutes and warmed up enough and starts a clacking that it wants to stall in drive. So you need to be able to restart it. You don't want to be stuck anywhere. I don't know if it's thrown a rod. I don't think so. I think it's just knocking. So, it should kind of have most of its power still. I'd really like to read the spark plugs. It seems like the only way to get to them is to take the intake manifold off. I'd never seen anything like that. Of all the engineering bullshittery. One of the things most of these guys do on their Will It runs is work on a car that's 40 years old. Now, I mean, who else is doing that but fancy YouTubers? This is a real car that you might want to get going, or you might just want to get it home. And the cost of a tow is kind of excessive. Can we make this run proper with enough power to get home with a rod knock? That's the idea. I don't know. The other possibility is I just teach you how not to buy a stupid car that you shouldn't want to buy, so you don't get stranded thinking that you're gonna will it run. I might be the example of what do you do when it doesn't run and you're stuck with a car that you have to tow home and no content. Well, I'm making the content anyways. So I'm gonna take this manifold off so I can pull the spark plugs and get a read. I've looked it over and there's a bunch of bolts. I think I can get at them. Let's give it a try. I've got nothing to lose. I've already made a dumb investment and it's gonna get towed away. Will it run? Can I drive 40 miles home with a rod knock? Let's find out.